you can see, I struggle with redness on my face. So I get it forehead and both cheeks. This is the worst cheek. And so I always am trying things to kind of get rid of the redness, cover up the redness, but I don't want a ton of makeup on because it tends to make it worse for my skin. So I'm trying the Thank Me Later. This is a primer, but it says that it can be used with or without makeup. So like I don't necessarily have to put like a foundation on after this. So that's how I want to try it and show it with you, is how does it work just as a base but without anything on top of it. See what it does for the redness. So we're just gonna put it on. I am a use my finger girl for makeup. And so with redness a lot, the makeups are green tinted. The green is supposed to offset red on the color chart. So that's kind of what it does. So with it being not going under other makeup, I'm curious how it'll cover, like, cause I'm gonna have to like rub it in pretty good versus like if I was putting it under foundation, then I could just kind of leave it a little bit clumpier. So there's kind of that one side. Now let's go to the other, which isn't typically as bad. So you can see here. Okay, I got a call, so I had to, it automatically cut. So I wouldn't normally cut. So we're working on this side. It actually, I feel like worked pretty good with just that little dab that I had. And so I'm just doing a little bit more, because I feel like this side is such a light red, it's a little bit easier to cover than the other side. And so I think that side worked really well, especially from like back here. You can really only see the redness on this side versus on this side. Oh, my cat's going crazy back there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. I don't want it to get cakey, but I'm just trying to kind of get a little bit more of that redness. And I think this would probably do really well under a foundation as well. I've done a green primer before and you could see the green underneath, but this doesn't have any hues at all of the green, which I really like. So stepping back a little bit, I feel like it has made quite a bit of difference, especially like I said on this side, because it's not as like bumpy as this side. And then I have a little bit on the forehead here. Okay, so like I said, I was doing this just as a base with, no, well, I guess it's not really called a base if I'm not putting anything on top of it. So I was just using it as color corrector without putting any makeup on. So this is what it looks like after I do have the big light. So I feel like from like farther away, like this side and my forehead, the redness has gone almost completely away. And then there's just a little bit here, which is, honestly, it's really hard to cover even with makeup. So I don't think it's that bad.